Hello, I'm Robert Richardson, an ecological economist and a faculty member at Michigan State University. For several months, I've been working with Nathan Brugnoni, a doctoral student at Michigan State University, and we've collaborated on a report entitled Oil Spill Economics: Estimates of the Economic Damages of an Oil Spill in the Straits of Mackinac in Michigan. The report was commissioned by FLOW, For Love of Water, a Great Lakes water law and policy organization based in Traverse City, in order to address the public need and desire for transparent information regarding the potential impacts of a breach of Enbridge Line 5. The objective of the report is to provide an estimate of regional economic damages resulting from a potential breach of Line 5 at or near its crossing at the bottom of the Straits of Mackinac. The framework for our estimates of the economic damages is based on a hypothetical scenario involving a major spill of approximately 2.5 million gallons of crude oil, or nearly 60,000 barrels. The scenario would involve damages to approximately 900 miles of shoreline in an area that includes 5 Tier 1 counties, including Charlevoix, Sheboygan, Emmett, Mackinac, and Presque Isle counties, for which impacts are expected to be greater because of a greater proximity to the Straits of Mackinac. The area also includes 10 Tier 2 counties, for which impacts are expected to be relatively less because of a greater distance from the pipeline. The basis for these assumptions was derived primarily from a review of public documents and from interviews with experts. It is important to note that this oil spill scenario does not necessarily reflect, nor is it intended to be interpreted as, the worst case scenario. Rather, it is a reasonable case that is informed by expert knowledge. The scenario reflects the real possibility of a technological failure and a delay in human response. In the context of Line 5, the worst-case scenario may be far greater in terms of scale, scope, and the magnitude of impacts. We include estimates of 2 categories of economic damages from an oil spill in Line 5. First, the costs of natural resource damages and restoration, and second, the economic impacts to the private sector and to municipalities in the region. First, the economic costs of natural resource damages and restoration from an oil spill from Line 5 are estimated to be nearly $700 million. These estimates are potentially conservative given the sensitivity of the freshwater ecosystem and the presence of numerous endangered species. Second, a breach of the pipeline would have significant impacts to several economic sectors in the region, including tourism, commercial fishing, municipal drinking water and sewer operations, and coastal property values. The total estimate of potential economic impacts to these sectors under the oil spill scenario is more than $5.6 billion. Collectively, the 2 categories of economic damages from an oil spill from Line 5 in the Straits of Mackinac total more than $6 billion. While the assumptions upon which these estimates are based reflect the high levels of uncertainty regarding the scope of an oil spill, the estimates themselves demonstrate that the potential economic damages of a release of oil from Line 5 at or near its crossing at the Straits of Mackinac are high. Still, we believe that these estimates are actually conservative and likely underestimate economic impacts, as they do not take into account the consequences of public health, the potential challenges related for the containment of oil in this environment, or the possibility of an oil spill of greater geographic scale. Previous oil spills in open waters have involved tens of billions of dollars in economic damages, and there are reasons to believe that a rupture of Line 5 in the Straits of Mackinac has the potential to inflict damages of a similar or greater magnitude. I hope that this introduction to the report has been informative. You can access the report at flowforwater.org. Thank you.